Welcome to the Jasmine and Jay Show. I'm Jasmine, y'all. 24 years young, a blend of Black and Hispanic vibes, rocking it as a primary school teacher in NYC. Married to the one and only Thomas, who's slaying it in finance at 26. And yo, make some noise for Jay. Hey, I'm Jay. 24, proud of my African descent, saving lives as a registered nurse in the city that never sleeps. My partner in crime, Bobby, 27, bringing the heat in the finance world. We're about to drop all the gems on love, relationships, finance, and everything else you could dream of. Get ready for those weekly vibes that'll have you coming back for more. So, whether you're chilling or on the go, we look forward to you tuning in every week for all things love, relationship, finance, and everything in between. So, as we dive into episode 2 of season 1, we're revealing those time management hacks for modern couples. Do you want to set the stage? Yeah. This episode is all about carving time out, with our partners amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's like super crucial, right? Definitely. Starting off, Jay, what does a typical day for you and Bobby look like? I'm curious. Okay. So, after we share breakfast, if time permits, we both go our separate ways for work. During the day, we shoot little texts just to keep the vibe alive. Then, before bed, we make it a point to chat a bit about our day, even if it's just for a few minutes. It keeps us connected, you know what I mean. I hear you, that's beautiful. Thomas and I have this thing with evening walks, weather permitting, of course. It's like our daily ritual to just breathe and reconnect. And, during the mornings, if possible, we have coffee and deliberate on what the day looks like. It's those little moments that really matter, Totally. Those rituals bring you closer, for real. And sometimes it's those unplanned outings or random snack runs that end up being the best way to unwind. We also have this Sunday brunch thing, where we hit up a new spot, keeping the spontaneity alive, right? Absolutely. Weekend adventures are a must. Thomas and I love hitting up a new cafe or taking a little road trip when we can. It's all about adding that spice to everyday life, feel me? Preach on, creativity keeps the love strong. Just like Tribe Called Quest would likely vibe with, "Let me hit it from the back, girl. I won't catch a hernia. Bust off on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture." It's all about chemistry and connection. Haha. I love that. Plus, it's about letting each other breathe, too. Like respecting space when needed. We've got to share this with our listeners. Don't underestimate me time and shared time. Balance is key, and it enhances those times together. For real. Respect each other's rhythm and keep communication open. Make moments even in the chaos. I guess the question for y'all listening is, how are you prioritizing your time together? What are the small and big things you incorporate? Join the talk, share your hacks, and let's keep this convo alive. Yeah, throw us some ideas, y'all. So, Jay, what tools or systems have you found most helpful when managing your time effectively as a couple? Oh, that's a good one. We've been using a shared calendar app, Google Calendar, to keep track of each other's schedules and to plan our week. It's like our digital command center, ensuring that we don't miss a beat or forget important dates. I hear you. That's a game changer. Thomas and I also rely on shared lists with apps like Trello or so, where we organize tasks, from grocery shopping to big projects. We both know what's happening and need to be done, smooth like butter. True, and then there's meal prepping. We spend our Sundays putting together meals for the week, which saves us so much time. It's a little routine that gives us, those extra evening moments free. Absolutely. Meal prepping is a lifesaver for real. Also, having dedicated time for us. No phones, no distractions. It could be a simple tech-free dinner on Saturdays or early morning stretches together. Really sets the tone for a balanced week. Exactly. Carving out intentional downtime is crucial. Also, setting boundaries like no work emails after dinner or limiting overtime hours helps keep us in check, too. I'd agree. Focusing on what matters most helps keep the balance. Little tools, clear systems, and love for collaboration make it all work. Definitely. So how about y'all tuning in? Any tools or routines keeping you organized and synced? Hit us up. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Sharing is caring. Can't wait to hear your input. So Jay, how do you set boundaries with work to ensure it doesn't interfere with your personal life? That's a great question, and honestly, it's been a journey. As a nurse, it's easy to get caught up working extra hours. When I clock out, I'm off. But I've set a firm cutoff. Like phone on silent, and I dive into personal things, reading, working out, or just chatting with Bobby. It's all about consciously drawing that line, I feel you. It's real essential. We had to come to terms with that, too. We established a tech-free dinner rule. See, with Thomas being in finance, those late-night calls can sneak in. No emails, no work calls. That time is sacred for us, just to reconnect and unwind together without any interruptions. Love that. Tech-free dinners sound blissful. Sometimes I even sync downtime with Bobby, like going tech-free for a bit before bed. It's about disconnecting to reconnect. That's powerful. We also make it a priority to schedule us times in our shared calendar. Like, Thursday nights are off-limits to everything work-related. It's dedicated to watching our fave shows or exploring local spots. You gotta be intentional. Right, protecting your time is key. How does Thomas handle it? Does he manage to switch off when needed? For sure, weekends are pretty sacred. We both try to not touch work. It's family time, leisure time, anything but work. Having those set boundaries really enforces balance. Plus, we have honest talks if one of us is slipping. Communication is vital. What's one time management mistake you faced and how'd you fix it? Oh, for sure. So, back when Bobby and I first got married, I struggled with saying yes to everything at work. Volunteering for extra shifts or projects, thinking I had all the time in the world. Eventually, it hit me that I was missing out on so much personal time. Realizing that, I started, using reminders and setting stricter limits on my availability. And prioritizing personal commitments became non-negotiable. Oh, I get that. Saying yes is all too easy. I stumbled upon a similar situation. In the early stages of our marriage, I had a bad habit of underestimating commute times for Thomas and myself, leading to everything being rushed and stressful. It was unreal. Eventually, we started planning extra buffer times for our entries and exits, just by tweaking little habits and being early rather than just on time. Smart move. It's crazy how those little things add up. We also learned to share responsibilities more and lean on each other, whether it's chores or errands. No more I'll do it all days, Right? Tackling things as a team lightens the load. Plus, I've learned to communicate better. When things became overwhelming, I found it's okay to ask Thomas for that extra hand. Absolutely, surprises in time management can kill your vibe. We've both learned from the chaos. Partnering up makes things flow better. And it's all about constant reassessment, looking at what works, tweaking what doesn't. For real, once tools bring your life groove back, you feel unstoppable. How about all of you listening? Drop some gems you've discovered on this journey. We're ready to learn from each other. Yes, keep the wisdom flowing. Mistakes become lessons. Signing off with love and light until next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jasmine and Jay Show. We really, really hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment or question. We're all ears. See you next week for more vibes and good times. Keep shining bright.